Now we will put the flute together. First, pick up your head joint, just like we talked about in our last lesson, from the open end. Next, you're going to pick up the body of the flute, same thing at the top where there aren't any keys. And we're just going to gently push the head joint and maybe turn it just a little bit and put those two pieces together. You want to leave the head joint about 1/4 inch out of the body of the flute. Next, we're going to pick up the foot joint, just like we talked about before, from the very bottom of the foot joint. And then we're gently going to turn the foot joint onto the flute. If these pieces are all lined up straight, they should go on very easily. If it's difficult to put the pieces on, it could be that there is some dust or dirt in the connections of the flute, so you might want to take a nice clean cloth and just wipe that out really well. Don't ever use any kind of lubricant or grease on your flute. It's not necessary. The last two things that we need to do now that our flute is together is make sure that it is aligned properly. So first we'll check our embouchure hole. So looking down the end of the flute, we want to be able to draw a straight line right through the center of the embouchure hole all the way to this first key. And we'll just turn this a little bit to make sure it's right in line. Next, we're going to check that our foot joint is properly aligned. So we want to have this rod on the foot joint should be right in the middle of the last key on the body. So that looks pretty good.